Welcome back, everybody, to show 2. First show really knocked it out, covered some stuff. We've had a number of specialists from similar industries, or the same industries, a few times, but everybody talks about something different. And I'll tell you, Colten talked about YouTube stuff you've got out there, and then the content he's got out there on his YouTube. Touche, good work, man. Way to go. And that leads right into our first question, if you don't mind. We talked a little pregame prep. We talked here, but tell me, how has technology changed the game? You've been doing this for almost a couple decades, but hey, in the last 10 or 15 years, this whole new interwebs, the internet's changing the way we do things. You've got a YouTube channel. What else? What in the technology realm has really changed the game for you?
So bidding a job has changed quite a bit. We are doing a lot of electronic bidding, and just 10 years ago that was new, and now everybody in the trade does it. So we're doing a lot of electronic bidding. We're doing a lot of videos, as you can tell, on our YouTube channel, and we're using social media.
And explain the bidding a little bit more for me, so that when you give somebody a bid per se, now it's all done electronically, you're saying now, so they get an email and a PDF or whatever it is that comes across to them, but that's done much more efficiently now. And I guess that's easiest for people also from the perspective that it's easier to edit too.
Yeah.
Once you had the old day, you wrote it down, you had to clear it off. You could do some whiteout. Anybody remember whiteout? How old are we now? Did you ever use whiteout?
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't know what I'm talking about. Hey, you do okay, good. But the whiteout stuff, now it's just, delete that line, okay, resubmit, and then bam, it's right there. So bidding has become a lot easier. Hadn't talked about that before. Good there. Anything else you want to mention about the bidding side of it?
So the bidding, something that we do a little bit different is it's all electronic, but we still come out and get on your roof. We want to get a visual. We want to get pictures. So everything's done electronically, but we still use hands on the ground, feet on the ground.
Okay, you're going to be up there crawling on the roof, got the bear claw boots.
Cougar paw, I'm wearing them right now.
Paw. Okay, he's got them on.
Wearing them right now.
There it is. There you go. Can you see those? There we go. Those are what you use to get up on the roofs. But your hands on, and Colten was on a roof earlier today before he got here. I said, if the studio warms up a little bit, because we got all the lights and everything going on here, he's like, that's all right, man. I was on a roof today. It's 81 plus degrees outside. It's going to be good. But talk about the YouTube channel a little bit. I'm going to put this back up on the wall. We're going to share a couple of the videos that you've got here, and we're on the Shorts tab. If you go to the Nailhead Roofing page, click on the Shorts tab. You've got a lot of great, just informational videos out here. Why do you think this has helped you in your business?
So we're trying to be as an open book as we possibly can. We want our customer to really get to know us before they ever meet us, and we hope to live up to all the hype. We really show everything we can. A lot of these videos we're showing the same thing but a different roof, and I heard it a long time ago, and I agree with it. We want to be like McDonald's. We want, no matter what roof we do, we want to do the same thing. We want a double cheeseburger to be a double cheeseburger, no matter where you go.
I got you. Well, we talked about a couple of these. What are some of the highlighted videos that you think we should definitely share with everybody, just to make sure?
We can show this one because this is a roof that we actually replaced almost every piece of decking on. This was a house built by a family member in the 1950s. And so we came over here and we ripped off the felt, and there's just holes in the roof. We replaced upwards of 200 pieces of plywood on this roof.
Holy cow.
So you can see here at the bottom, it was the most tore up roof I've ever been on. We replaced every piece of decking. We replaced some truss, and then we made a beautiful roof out of it.
Okay.
And then now today there's actually solar panels up on that roof, completely covering it. So this is as bad as it can get. We videoed this because we've never seen anything worse. There was 3 layers of shingle, which is illegal.
There's a limit on that, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. We didn't tell nobody. We just took care of business.
Right.
But it was a nightmare that we were glad we did, because if another company may have come in and done it, it may not have been done the correct way. So
I got you. Very good. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that goes into these roofing jobs, and when you get into something, you don't know necessarily what you got. I mean, you pull it up, and there's 3 layers underneath it.
Yeah.
That can cause a lot of problems. I'm going to go back over here. Let's take a look at a couple more of these shorts, they call these. And again, give me another example of one. We were glancing at.
So a lot of these are informational. Some are just for fun. But if we go, right here. This is
I think we previewed that one earlier. Take a look here.
So what we're expressing in this video is we're showing that we put the drip edge on the eave of your roof first, and we actually bend that in at the bottom. This is a little something that a lot of companies don't do. So we wanted to show that we do that. Once this clears up a little bit, you'll see that the kind of underlayment we lay. And as you see right here, we use ice and water shield, ice and water barrier at the bottom. That will go over your drip edge. And then we lay all of your felt paper. And then we lay your drip edge on the rake of your roof following that. All of your underlayment is nailed down with plastic cap nails. And this is done the exact same way on every single roof.
Okay, yeah, it's that consistency you're talking about. You want to be like a McDonald's from the perspective that every time you go in, you're getting the same. And even there, I want to show that there's that ridge vent we talked about for ventilation purposes, right? And
yes.
all of that is part. This roof was unique because it bent. It had like 15-degree angles that were coming across there, and made it a unique setup too. Okay, good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is an absolute ton of content available for everybody here to look at. We're gonna scroll down and see if we can get a couple more here, and.
This is a very
one right here?
Yeah, this is a very beautiful expression of our underlayment. That day, the reason the name is it was windy today. There was 20 mile per hour wind. We took our time anyway, and we made sure that everything lay perfectly flat.
Okay, yeah. Again, quality. I see the way you're securing that there. That's interesting because you've got those special, what kind of nails did you call those?
So those are plastic self-sealing cap nails with a ridge on the nail itself, almost like a screw would be. And the reason we do that is no matter how strong that wind is, it's not pulling that plastic cap nail out.
Okay. As opposed to what would be other ways? People staple those normally.
Yeah, people staple it.
Staples get pulled all the time, and they also don't have the ridges on it. Staples just a straight, smooth surface on the, so they get pulled out a lot of times.
Yeah, and they're also not 100% watertight.
Gotcha.
They're okay with watertighting, but they're not 100%.
Gotcha. All right. Good stuff. All right, we'll grab a couple more of these that we looked at because there's a little.
That's me shingling right there.
Which one?
Right there.
Shingle Me Timbers?
Yep.
All right, let's check it out.
No matter what video you see, you'll notice I'm like a cartoon character. I wear the same thing every single day. This is what we do. We eat, sleep, roof, and repeat.
And that's where you can see the shirt here, everybody. Eat, sleep, roof, repeat. Very much the case and important there. But yeah, you can see how you're doing some of the installation there, putting those shingles on appropriately, and so make sure that they are sealed up. And
this is a kind of a situation that you don't see. You actually see ice and water barrier in the middle of the roof. The reason that is what I'm shingling right now is outdoors. It's an outdoor roof. Okay. And the line, the frost barrier line, the line that where your exterior wall sits, we have to run that ice and water barrier 18 inches over that. So that right there is something that probably would have been skipped. We don't skip nothing. We do it the right way every time.
That's how you do it. That's how a successful business owner. Hey, take note, everybody. The right way every time. All right. I'll give a couple more here because I just love the YouTube channel. We haven't anybody else that had a YouTube channel to this extent that I know of. But yeah, talk a little bit more about here.
Yeah, this one right here that says, can you see what I mean?
Okay.
Thank you. Come again. Yep. So this is a new construction job. We actually ran our ice and water shield up the side of the wall, nailing it down with plastic cap nails, and then used step flashing up your wall. Okay. That was an extra step that wasn't code that we did for the customer, and it is something that we will do every time if applicable.
But not applied, not required by code.
No, it's not.
But you're going above and beyond again.
Yes, and we try to do that on every roof. We try to we want you to be glad you went with us.
Right. Beautiful. All right. Let's talk about, we talked about this one here. This GACO. What is this again? This is to help tell everybody what's going on here.
So what you're looking at here is a couple gentlemen standing on a EPDM roof, which is a black rubber roof, and this roof had quite a bit of leaks. So we're going around with every seam, and we're putting GACO patch, which is a 100% silicone. It's a brushable silicone, and we're using a primed fabric that is specifically made for rubber. And we're going around on every overhang of rubber, and we're sealing it, making sure that the water stopped.
And you had some filler there that you put in there too that made that all connect, I guess.
Yeah, so with rubber, you have to actually prime the rubber so it's at a state in which the silicone can bond to it. So we are priming everything, cleaning it, priming it, and then sealing it.
Okay, again, above and beyond, but also stuff that you're obviously taking the time to share with everybody. We'll go back here, and I see this whole channel obviously very much information that most people, I don't know where else you get this kind of information from, but you can tell them. All right, let's talk. We had a couple here that we talked before, but I want to go hail. Now, let me tell me what's going on here.
So in that roofing video, I try to show what I'm seeing. So what you're seeing here is a definite hail damage. I would consider myself a hail damage expert. We have been working with hail damage and insurance companies almost as much as not working with them. So when I came in here, I just started looking around, doing an ocular inspection, making sure if was there anything abnormal. I immediately saw hail damage, basically covering the entire roof. How I know that's hail damage and not something else is it's a somewhat circular impression into the shingle that allows you to see fiberglass. Almost nothing else is going to do that. The fiberglass is going to break if you're putting something through it, but if something is hitting it really, really hard, the fiberglass stays strand together, but all of the tar and all of the minerals concept, they're gone. You won't see them at all.
Well, I'll show a couple more here, but here, this was an important one because some accolades here, right? Tell everybody what the award was you received here.
So this is a county-wide competition called the Best of the Best. Anywhere in Madison County, it shows any company, not just roofing company, a lot of companies, and we got voted top 3 roofing companies in Madison County in 2023.
Okay, yeah, Madison's a big county over there. A lot of businesses over there. So yeah, good work, man. Appreciate you sharing a little bit. Some of the things that other people can strive to attain too. And again, all of what you've got here is so much that we can share with everybody. You're doing it right here on the YouTube channel that you've got. I got to go on and on and on. You've got so many videos.
Yes.
Let's talk about this. We have this one here. We'll share with us. This is, make sure we enunciate what this is. Bitushu. How do you say that again?
So what we're looking at here is a natural formation of tar found in the earth called bitumen. Okay. And the term is the product that you're looking at before it's molten. It's a obsidian-like mineral, and once it's cooked to 2,000 degrees, it becomes molten. Okay. We actually use that to seal rolled roofing together, because once it hardens again, it'll become like it was in what you're seeing. It becomes a hard, watertight application.
Okay, here's another where you're actually, this is the machine. And you said this gets up to 4,000 degrees?
I think it gets over 2,000,
okay.
2,500 maximum.
Okay. I was thinking 400, 500, but yeah, you said 2,500 degrees. That is some powerful stuff there. But that's
right.
What natural. I didn't know there's such thing as a natural type of tar, but that's the way it is, everybody. All right, everybody, so show a little love to the Nailhead Roofing YouTube channel here. I keep saying Facebook, but because but both of them are relevant and important, and we're going to give you a bunch of clips from all of the 2 interviews today that we've got with you, and put all those out there too. I know you will, because it'll help people to learn more about your company and what you guys are doing. All right, well, as we continue on here, we talked about technology, but tell me, what is the process when somebody says, Colten, I'm ready to do this? How does somebody get started with you? Phone call? Meet with them?
So on our website, we have a part at the very bottom of the first page that will be sent straight to our company. It has a little bit of information about about what's going on with you, whether you have a leaky roof or you're looking for a new roof, your phone number, stuff like that. That can be you can contact a Nailhead associate immediately through there. We can also be reached over phone. We can actually be reached through our Facebook page, our Yelp page, and our Thumbtack page. The best way to get a hold of us is by phone. It's the most versatile.
There you go, 618-540-1622. Or nailheadroofing.com. Both of those, and then get all the information you talk about. You got a form there that everybody can fill out so they can, and it sends in the information, all the relevant information that people need, so that you can do that. All right, very cool. And as a matter of a good looking website that's very informative, that's what we got out here too for everybody. So, all right, well, what was one big challenge that you had to overcome as a business owner? I mean, nobody on this little planet doesn't make it unless we've had some kind of a hurdle we've gone through. And obviously, in as many years as you've been doing this and been in business, What would you say is one of the bigger challenges you've had to actually go through?
Competition for roofing companies that follow storms. They usually fall under a separate bracket of tax and payments, and they're really hard to compete against. With that being said, we have no problem competing with them. We do everything we can to bring you an affordable roof that is worthy of the title of Nailhead Roofing Roof.
And that's what you're talking about. Typically, the storm chasers,
Yeah.
who have a warranty. They're traveling to the city where the storm happened, right? And they say, and your warranty is as good as another guest we had who did garages said. That's called the tail light warranty.
Yeah.
Their warranty is as good as you can see their tail lights, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
And that's what you want to deal with. You want to have a company that's been established, that's got that Nailhead Roofing PLLC, if we can share that with everybody there. But that PLLC is important because there aren't a whole lot of people I've seen that ever do that. And I thought that was a typo. I'm like, oh, somebody hit the P, it's next to the L. No, but that's the professional licenses you've got.
Yes, sir.
That's something else you guys bring to the table that's very important. Well, that's important, and people need to realize that. Is there a particular favorite quote that kind of helped you inspire what you do and kind of the mantra that you live for? Anything you would say?
Yeah.
Kind of goes along with what you believe in.
I'm really big into quotes. I actually have quotes written on a lot of the doors in the office, in the trucks, on the shirts, and so my favorite quote would be, "My unmatched perspicacity, coupled with sheer indefatigability, makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor."
That's a mouthful, but what's said very well there by our articulate, well-spoken roofing expert here, Colten. And I tell you, when you get somebody that does know what they're talking about, these are the kinds of guys you do want to. But Colten Haring, the owner and founder, Nailhead Roofing, PLLC, 618-540-1622. So tell me then, what is one major objection or question in somebody's mind? It's something you have to explain to them. A lot of people do get into this and they're like, I'm excited and I want to do this, but what's that? What's the but you have to answer the question?
So wondering why their roof didn't last as long as maybe their neighbor's or maybe their sister's roof is a big objection that I hear. Well, this roof's only 10 years old, and my sister's roof lasted 20 years. So what we say is we warranty our roofs, and they will last at least 20 years, but not every company does.
Okay.
So that's a big thing that we hear is, why is my roof already leaking?
Sure.
So we like to do your roof, so you never have to worry about that.
All right, and then the warranty work is covered. And if they do have a problem, you'll come out and take care of it and fix it.
Yeah, we have a 10-year workmanship warranty that I will actually sign and laminate for each and every customer.
Oh, wow. Give them a little laminated card that says, here it is, all documented for you.
Yep.
So if there's any questions you got, making it permanent. All right, I like that. All right, well, what do you get the most satisfaction out of? When ultimately the day is done, you wake up and you say, hey, man, I want to go do it again. What do you love doing about this?
I love sweating and going home and knowing that if I do it again tomorrow, everything will keep going the way it is, up, 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 up.
Yeah, getting higher up there, the elevation of the roof, the elevation of your business. But yeah, that's well said, because if you do continue to put dedicated work, focused on it, putting that sweat in to make sure that you're earning, and putting the work in necessary, that's what we like to hear from you.
And we say a roofer is a man you have to look up to.
A roofer is a man you have to look up to. That's true, because that's usually where they're doing their best work, right? Awesome. Well, how do you feel you and your company most contribute to the community? Is there any particular organizations you work with and helping businesses and helping, you got some employees, et cetera, but tell me what you do most to contribute.
So me and my wife are both business owners in the small town we live in. Shout out Highland, Illinois. And we are trying to give back as much as we can. It's a day-to-day basis. We've helped people like people that need the help, and that we have the ability to help. We do plan on doing more in the future, and we just want to keep everything positive and moving forward.
Well said, and that's important. And a positive attitude has a lot to do with success, I believe. So many people do appreciate just having that perspective. You see the people that are negative, you just don't want to be around those kinds of people. And it's just kind of the way the world works. What do you personally do for fun in this outside of work? Is there anything you really enjoy more than anything else? Playing sports, helping you got any kids? Tell us what you do for fun.
Yeah, I have a 1.5-year-old son. He's not quite in the sports age yet.
Right.
He runs, but isn't talking very much. He tries, and everybody says he looks just like me.
Okay.
He's my pride and joy, and so that takes a lot of my time when I'm not at work. I'm working or I'm working with the family. The only thing that I really have time to do is weightlifting and exercising. I try to stay healthy. Roofing isn't the only thing that keeps me healthy. So.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's a job that can require some exercise, if you will, some physical activity, because if you're helping guys put up the shingles on the roof and do all the work that's necessary, tearing off roof, guys kind of hands on like you, I guess you get into some of that,
Right.
and keeps you. Colton's in good shape here. Do the wide. There he is, everybody. This is a strong guy. He can help you make sure that your roof does get done here. What is a personal hobby or passion outside of work? Is there anything that stands out in your mind that says, hey, man, this is what I really do to really contribute, or just something that makes you feel good about life?
We like working with animals in our spare time, farm animals, dogs, all together. My mother actually owns a farm, and so we work with all kinds of animals, chickens, goats, cows, and everything in between.
Oh wow, that's pretty neat that you can have such something else you can do on kind of ties in this, but taking care of the family and the animals around it that are part of this. That's pretty neat. Are you looking to expand? Are you happy with the way your business has gone? What do you feel most contributes to what you're doing with your business to make sure that you're on the path that you want to take on as you continue to grow and do more to make an impact on our little community, on our little world here, and what you do to do so? What do you say?
Well, we're not hiring right now because we have a very good system going. We're trying to improve on that system, but we are looking for applicants. We are constantly answering the phone. We want to do any roof that somebody needs done.
There you go. Stay focused on what you do well, and the success will come, because how often do we end up in a world where we're just not satisfied with what we do? But you get to wake up every day and do something that you really enjoy, something you've done for so long, and it makes a big difference on your planet. If there's any one tip that you would offer to somebody, say, that has really contributed to your success, something that you've learned over time, or a couple things that you've put together that have made a difference, what would you say are things that have helped you to be so successful?
Showing up. Showing up is half the battle. Just getting there, enjoying being there, and doing something that you love makes a world of difference. Because the people that are doing something out of something rather than love are very easily picked out of in a crowd. They are the less positive ones, the less happy to be there, and overall that affects not just them but everybody. So showing up and doing something you want to do is the biggest thing I can tell you.
Well, again, well said there, and that's something that so many people take for granted. But if you just can put the work in, showing up, being there on time, they say if you're on time, you're 10 minutes late, right?
Right.
If you're 15 minutes late. You should take the extra energy to show up just a few minutes early, to do a little bit extra, to show and be ready for whatever adaptation you might have to do that. But as you've gone and done this for so many years, what do you think is the long term? Your success has come from a lot of dedication and hard work. Is there one thing that has happened over time that you think has provided for your success?
Not one thing, but a lot of things. The little things really add up, and they add up to usually one or a few things. Doing all the little things day after day, that's really where it's at.
Yeah, and I'd say if you do something consistently, like you're talking about, the guy who just goes in and does the minimum. I mean, I tell you what, I feel like some of the things that have helped provide, I've been fortunate to be fairly successful, but tell me if this makes any sense to you, but like we had what was called a Microsoft Exchange server. This is where all the email was housed for Anheuser-Busch when I worked there. And I said, well, you know what? I don't know. I didn't even know what Microsoft Exchange was when I started there, but I learned real quickly. First, I had to learn what Outlook was, as I was supporting Outlook. But as we went on from there, I built a Microsoft Exchange server in my basement and got it connected to the internet. I bought a static IP. These are the extra little things a lot of people do. I get the sense that you've had a lot of those types of situations in your life. Can you give me an example of something like that, and what it is that helped get you to the next level to where you've got this business that's done so well?
Okay, so right out of high school, I went into trade school. I really hardened my skills. I mean, I just really learned a little bit of everything. I went ahead and got into the Carpenters Union following that, and we traveled around. We framed houses, we did trim work, and we also did roofing. And I found myself wanting to get back to doing roofing, wanting to do roofing. And it was a surprise for myself because I did it for so long, and I thought that I was going to do something else in the Carpenters Union. Well, I learned pretty quickly that roofing was where I wanted to be and needed to be.
Well, it looks like you've chosen the right path, because here you are, and already getting great reviews, accolades, the BBB. And I'll tell you, I don't know, I don't want to overdo it, but I'm telling you what you're doing with that YouTube channel, I think is really something that's a contribution to the community, because there's so much out there that people don't understand. And for you to take the time to make these extra little clips that go ahead and give you so much that you can do, so that when you've got, I'm going to put this up on the wall, but just take it, everybody go out and check out this channel, because you want to make sure and learn as much as you can from this, what has been made available by Colten and his team here, because yeah, you're doing the extra work necessary to put these clips together. And we only went over a few of these clips, everybody, but there are hundreds of these clips, it seems, out there. And Colten, you're the one putting these together yourself. And what do you do these with? You use your most people use that the smartphone camera. Is that what you're using?
We use a smartphone camera, but as you can tell, some of these videos are being taken from the sky. So we also use drone work.
You got a drone, okay.
Yeah, on the bigger, funner jobs that we think are worth just really showing you everything, that's what we do. We use a drone.
Okay. Yeah, and I say now drones have come, and you got to go through all of the learning curve and everything that is involved with that. What real benefits do you think that drone gives you? Because now you can get another perspective a lot of people don't get.
It gives you a video that looks extremely professional, and we really push the professional side of things. So we want to show you what we're doing in a way that excites the person watching it.
Yeah, and when if anybody's familiar with drone footage, it sets it apart. You're getting that perspective that is well above and beyond what other people can ever actually get to, because you can put these things 2,000 feet in the air. Right. But I'm saying, for your perspective, nobody's going to climb a ladder, get on top of a roof, and then put another ladder on top of it to be able to look down and see all of what you. But it gives you an advantage to be able to better take care of your clients, I would assume.
Yeah, I agree.
Make sure that every job is done in a thorough fashion, so that everything is completed professionally. Like
yes,
you talked about.
100%.
Okay. Well, here you are, another expert, everybody, that's doing what it takes to be a leader in our community, and we appreciate those people who take the time to come spend a little time with us on our show in our little studio here. But you've really gone a little bit above and beyond, and that's what we wanted to share and showcase with everybody, because very few people will take the time to do these kinds of things. Not only the website, not only the fan page, but again, that YouTube channel, and creating those what they call shorts. And so we hope to contribute a little bit to that. We're not going to give anything close to all the content that Colten already has out there, but if you have something you have a need for, when you've got a roof that needs to have repaired, get somebody who specializes in and only in doing roofs. These are the experts you're looking for. Colten Haring, he's the owner and founder, nailheadroofing.com, 618-540-1622. The experts that you find right here: eat, sleep, roof, repeat. Experts like this are the ones that make the world go round. And again, we're just proud to have you on our show, and thank you for spending the time to come and see us.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. Appreciate it a lot.
Thank you, sir. All right, giddy up. Stay tuned for more, everybody. This is the Your Little Castle Show. We got more to come. Giddy up.